What if tomorrow's cities were not just climate neutral, but also beautiful and inclusive? Welcome to CrAFt, a European project shaping cities' transition to climate neutrality. Bridging the EU mission on climate neutral and smart cities with the new European Bauhaus, CrAFt creates opportunities for local authorities, policymakers, creatives, property owners, and students to shape cities together. At the forefront are our 3 sandbox cities, Amsterdam, Bologna, and Prague. Real-world labs testing collaborative governance models for the future of urban living. In this episode, we'll hear from the people behind Prague's Sandbox City as they share how innovation teams, experiential learning, physical spaces, data, technology, and creativity are driving the city's transformation.
Prague is a beautiful historical city, which is well-preserved historical core. This leads to a resistance to change sometimes. So now it's really about balancing the transformation with preserving local culture and historical look of the city. We are now looking in creative ways how to show people in Prague how possible sustainable futures could look like through experiential learning and through art and creative sectors.
CrAFt inspired us to create European Bauhaus innovation team, which is a team consisting of Prague organizations who are interested in European Bauhaus topics, and we are meeting regularly and sharing our knowledge and goals.
What we are now establishing is a service called Innovation Management for the city of Prague, and also several innovation teams that bring together people from various organizations, universities, and city administration to be able to quickly respond and adapt to those challenges.
We want to use this learning also in the case of space.
Space is a physical manifestation of an innovation center that it has 2 main areas. One of them is the data platform. The other one is smart cities and urban innovations. It's also a place for people to gather, to meet. It's an inclusive and open space. It's a platform for experiential learning, and it provides a kind of an island within the Prague.
People learn through social interactions, and giving them physical space to experience things and share them makes the learning more efficient.
The idea is to create not only space for discussion, but for place for education, for awareness, where you can go and see an exhibition that deals with the smart city agenda, deals with the urban transformation, urban innovations, where you can really come and touch prototypes of solutions that we as a OICT company are putting together.
I think that the biggest challenge with topics like these is getting alignment and finding sufficient support both on political and institutional level, explaining and communicating with stakeholders, understanding and explaining the priorities of this space.
So the biggest challenge has been to put all the key stakeholders together. We hope that by building trust, by collaboration, by better showcasing, better communicating what innovation is, how it can work, we can really build a better sort of a breeding ground for the city urban transformation. We believe that space could really contribute to the city innovation ecosystem by generating innovation culture.
As part of Prague's efforts to foster an innovation culture, the city and CrAFt have also explored how data, technology, and creativity can reshape the city through the Urban Pixels exhibition.
Urban Pixels is an interactive audiovisual installation representing urban city data. The installation itself consists out of 4 modular panels that are visualizing different city scenarios.
Visitors are introduced to historic and real-time datasets on different topics such as urban mobility or microclimate or waste management. We chose light as our main tool to visualize the data because we think it brings a new emotional and spatial level of understanding the data, that is not used in the data visualization. We also amplified it with a soundscape that was created by the real-time data to create a special environment in which people can perceive the data differently. We approached the data visualization with a goal to make data accessible to the wider audiences, and based on that we decided to integrate an interactive element in our installation to allow people to play and explore the data. And I think this is the key difference in comparison to how people interact with data in a normal way. And this also opens the possibility to make the data accessible to children or other people who would not normally be interested in the data science or data exploration.
We see Urban Pixels as a platform, as an interactive platform to showcase, visualize, and maybe think about urban city data, urban data in a novel way. For us, it's very important to show it as a tool for co-creation, for co-imagination, but also a tool for creating new narratives about such abstract things such as sensoric networks of the city.
What is important and what we learned is that it's important to continuously reflect on what you learned, including your mistakes.
Prague's journey with CrAFt highlights the power of innovation, collaboration, experiential learning, and creative thinking in urban transformation. But this is just the beginning. A climate-neutral, inclusive future depends on all of us, residents, policymakers, and visionaries, taking action. Whether reimagining city data, fostering collaboration, or driving sustainable change, every step matters. Join us in shaping climate-neutral, beautiful, and inclusive cities for generations to come.